I'm into sharing and caring, sharing just about everything. I think the world would run a lot better if we did. But we need to start somewhere. So let's say tools, for example. Let's say a community tool shed, like a library. So you have a pool of tools and people can come in and check them out as they need them, check them back in. So people don't need to own tools. We don't need to create a tool for every person. We can create a tool for every 50 people, for example. Save resources in the environment, save cost for people. I think this sharing tools, working as a library, could be a really good start. It could start with tools, it could run on through equipment for whatever industries, could go into art equipment, could go into an art pool where people borrow art. They don't need to own the art, they can change the art. This community tool shed idea. So people who have tools they don't need, they can donate them. You can say we need these kind of tools or we have too much of this. People could donate, and then people on lower incomes or whatever, people who don't have the specific tool they need can come in and check it out. They're a part of the community, they've got a little card, so there's security there. I think we can do this. I think it would be a great model for the world to share, not have to own specifically ourselves, and to provide a good, efficient, effective service, because people need that too if they need the tool. So what do you guys think about this community tool shed or tool library?
I wonder about insurance. Not an area I could give any answers to, but I would just question the duty of care that would need to be sort of a box to tick. Aside from that, I don't have any other hesitation to the concept. I think we've got a video library. Why don't we have a library for everything else that people use? To relieve ourselves of this attachment that we develop for ownership of any material item. If we can free ourselves of that attachment, then we can also clean out our own spaces and stop having so many possessions, and potentially could have really clear communities where people have a lot of freedom in their mind because they share a very well organised library of possessions. Fantastic.
Yeah, you'll find me I'll keep coming back to the need for caring, and in that situation as well. I've lived in the bush and used a lot of hand tools. You have to love your tools. You would need to have somebody that was encouraging that as well, not just the safety aspect of looking after your own body and not killing anybody while you're swinging the machete or whatever it is, but to care for the tools too. They need to be cared for, and if people, I see that not necessarily as a problem, but a necessary ingredient. So that the DVD idea that you had, to show people what tools can do for you and how they can help you in your life, and so therefore it's really great to look after them. Keep a sharp edge. Don't hit your machete or whatever it is, the sharp edges on stones and things, because it won't work as well. And so you would need to encourage that caring aspect, I think. But other than that, great idea.
Yeah, I think it's an idea whose time has well and truly come with the global economy melting down before our eyes. It could really be the next step in people's general way of surviving in the world. Who will be able to afford to have a full panoply of IT equipment, tools, this and that? In the future, probably not most of us won't. So sharing resources, as a principle of sharing resources, is absolutely spot on, and this could well be the way of the future for organising everyone's lifestyle. Sharing.
Involving a bit of a handyman Monday or any other day. to have a bit of a workshop on how to use various tools safely. That could also help minimise any damage or injuries that could occur to anybody who wanted to come and use these tools. And
Or a DVD internet intro, so people can see right there how.
Sharing.
And caring. Caring.
Now that brings me to something someone said to me today at a wake of all things here, and they were saying, well, how about this men's shed business that keeps coming up now? It seems to be really positive and
Man shed?
men's shed,
What's
yeah.
that?
Well, it's a concept for it's kind of like it's not in response or opposed to women's liberation or anything like this, but it's actually taking on responsibility for the things that men like to do and get together and sit down and well, it's also like a psychotherapy to a degree as well, but more to the point of an opportunity to learn, and it's a space where older men can come in, like pensioners, and sit around. There's that aspect of things too. Isolation is a very, very detrimental situation sometimes, and it gives people a chance to kind of sit down in an environment that they're used to, and they know a lot about tools, know a lot about how to use tools, and particularly the older type tools that are quite often overlooked these days, and the more modern ones, of course. You know, it's really great to know how to use the right sort of nail gun or the grinder, or what safety issues that were often neglected by our fathers. You know, I should be right, mate. And then they're dying of silicosis or various other things. You know, so it's really important to look at that.